Work day, y'all sleep. Like
this is the what dreams are made of.
Yes, it don't stop.
These videos ain't letting me be great.
They trying us, right?
It's all good.
But we cute though. We cute, sis. Sis, listen. Oh my God, bitch. Listen. Look at us right here. We can't even start. Okay, hold on.
We need pictures of this.
Cause we so cute, man.
Oh my God.
Y'all see.
Oh my God, for being so quick, I look really good.
Hair. Like you watching because you know, he's like, this is women, right? Like, oh my God, guys don't even know what we have to go through.
But we look good together. Like, we about to kill this show right now. They don't even know it's a video.
Yo, wow. I was definitely like,
you were feeling it. I wasn't gonna stop it either.
I was just like voguing and everything just now. Shit got real.
We've had such an awesome day.
Yes, we did. This has just been so good.
We're about to kill this episode right now. We ready?
Yeah. Yes, let's go.
They don't even know what's about to happen. I don't think Hav knows what's about to happen.
We don't even know. We don't even know what the fuck is going to happen. We just like this is, you know? I want to see my ear.
You are now tuned in to the motherfucking Ambition Hour podcast on Worth the Wait Radio, blazing through your speakers. Are you ready? Yo, and welcome to the Ambition Hour podcast. It's your girl, Audii 3000, and this is episode 47! And if you guys are watching us on YouTube, you can see that I am not alone. If you're listening to us on SoundCloud or Apple Music, thank you so much. You guys can, I'm going to introduce you right away. We have the beautiful Detta here in the building. Give it up for beautiful Detta. Hey! You guys watched a couple episodes ago. We were supposed to have her, but something happened. So I said it that we were going to have her on the show.
Yes.
And look at you. You're here.
I'm back and I'm here, you guys.
I'm so excited because we literally just left the studio, just ate. We've been vibing all day.
Today's been real.
Tell me about your experience today. How are you feeling about today?
I feel good. I feel like we got a lot accomplished. It's been dope vibes, and that's what it's about when you are being creative. So I thought that was very important. So, yes, I'm having a lot of fun. Yes.
I'm
Audie's
happy
the
to have
bomb,
you.
guys. Like, she's everything.
We've been laughing all day.
Oh my God, my cheeks are like sore. She had me laughing all day, like from one to the next.
They don't know, man.
And she ad-libs. They don't even know. Like, she ad-libs the situation. Like, you can't stop. Like, it's the bomb, though. It's awesome.
You know
it's
what?
awesome.
It's
I
funny.
love her vibe.
It's funny because I don't get like that around everybody, but it's awesome when I do get like that around people and people actually notice, like, this girl's saying some crazy ass shit, but she's hilarious.
Right. That's because, you know, real recognize real. That's why that happens that way, because, like, we vibe that way. You know what I'm saying? I'm so goofy. I was just telling her, like, I'm so goofy, you guys. But I'm, like, all about, like, good vibes, you know, good energy, especially when we're in the studio. And that's why we, like, really
vibe
in.
so hard. We vibe so hard.
Yo, check out some of the clips for the studio. Like, we were lit.
So
we were definitely lit.
So lit. I loved it. So I just want to say thank you because last week, episode 45 was one of the top viewed episodes. One of the top streamed episodes. And I just wanted to go ahead and shout out because we were streamed in over 50 countries.
Wow.
50 countries.
That's
like,
so dope. Like,
Colombia was in that list.
Why not?
Like,
why not?
Russia was in that list.
Oh, that's amazing.
Italy,
Of
like
course.
Bangladesh, like
Definitely.
over 50 like there were some couldn't believe my eyes.
I'm telling you.
And you know what was crazy was that episode streamed 489 streams in one day. That's the first time that has ever happened.
Dope.
So I just want to say thank you to everybody who tuned in to episode 45. And if you have tuned into any of the other episodes, I appreciate that. If you are new to WTW TV or WTW Radio, I want to invite you to subscribe to the YouTube channel or to WTW Radio. All you got to do is just hit the subscribe button and hit the little bell. That way you get notified each and every single time that we drop a new video, a new song, a new podcast, which we do each and every single Saturday. Yes, so this ain't news. Yes. We've been doing it for 50 weeks strong.
Definitely here. Definitely here for Audii. All of it. I'm here for all of it.
Forever.
Yes.
And if you want your one-stop shop for all WTW, you just need to go to our website, which is WTW Records.com. There you'll see all the videos, all the songs on the podcast that we drop.
And it's dope because I checked it out. You guys, like, it's so much awesome.
You are rocking the sweater right now. Tell them they gotta get the sweater, right?
They gotta get the sweater. It's so dope. I have this. Look.
My dog was looking mighty cute in that sweatshirt because it's a little curl.
Okay.
It's a little cold.
You guys definitely have to check out everything. It's so lit, so dope. And even the music on there is like motivation music. You guys have to tune in. They are dope. They are. That's why I'm here. Like,
I'm so excited to have you
here. The vibe is so awesome. I can definitely say that. And I love not just, the motivation music, but the motivation that Audii pushed out here just on the podcast with a lot of different subjects that us as women, need to have in our life to be empowered. And that is so big right now. So I respect that. I love you for that, Mama. Definitely. Definitely.
Thank you. I mean, since we've met, the ones who are, big WTW fams, they have seen you before. You guys, if you guys have been, like, beating your brains, if you have been beating your brains, like,
family,
I've
guys.
seen this girl before. She was in the kind of, sort of, maybe, right? Video?
Yes.
She was in the video. She was the lead role.
One time for Spitz.
Yeah, she was in Spitz's video. She played the love interest.
Absolutely. That was fun. That was so fun.
That was actually fun. It was the first time meeting you,
right?
And
it was
were
just
amazing.
Thank you.
I had to tell like the boys, like, y'all gotta get together. Like,
thank
this girl knows what she's doing.
Thank you. Yo, it was so much fun. It was definitely dope. We vibed out even in that. Like, it's always like a family atmosphere at WTW. Like here with Audii, even on the podcast, everybody's always dope. So I feel like when you come around and you link in and you tune in, guys, it's like family, like your sister or somebody, like, so it's like, turn up, sis. Yes.
I love it.
Yes.
So you mentioned how you started singing at your church when you were 4 years old.
Yes.
You have a beautiful voice, by the way.
Thank you.
So God did bless you with that.
Thank you, you guys. It's beautiful Detta on Instagram. It's Detta Dunbar on Facebook. You guys can always tune into any of my music, any of any new singles that's coming out. You guys can definitely go there and check it out. But I've had the pleasure of being in the studio with Audii and the voice today, and it's just been like lit. Like you can't even say so much. It's just like lit. You guys have to check out some clips from that too, because we was turned up. I told y'all this is my family, so.
So tell me about when you started singing in church. What inspired that?
So my grandmother, she always took us to church. You know how that is, and it was always, sing Dion, that's what my grandmother used to always say, sing D, and that was her name for me, and I used to be like, okay, if you say so, but I grew to see, the effect that it had on people, and I always felt like, I was given this for a reason, and if it's not anything that I'm sent to do or be here for, is to touch people through songs. So that's where my heart is, that's where my passion is, and I always want that to be a vision for, women, even with my story, like being a young mother, etc. Just knowing that nothing can stop you. Nothing will stop you. You drive, you run after your dreams, and you push for that. And no matter what, you're going to excel in that because that's your passion. That's what you want to happen.
For sure.
So it's about, being positive towards that and putting that foot forward for it. So, their singing in church has always brought me to the meaning like, okay, that's my calling. I'm going to touch people through songs, so I reach hard. And my mother always told me what comes from the heart, D, touches the heart. So I always sing with a passion. So everybody's like, oh my God, you're so soulful. But it's because I feel my music. It's not just about I'm here and I'm singing, but I feel my music.
And one of the songs that you mentioned that you first started singing was the Mary J. Blige song.
It was, y'all. Let me tell you. So my mom, so she used to have me sing for her friends. Like when the girls have a girls' night, and she's like, oh, listen to my baby. She can sing. Yeah, y'all listen to my baby. She gonna sing. And I used to be like, Mom, and she's like, sing it like how you was singing it, when no one was here. And I'm like, okay. And I sung a Mary J. Blige song, and the reaction from just being 4 and 5 and seeing the reaction from my friends, I knew, okay, I got something. I don't know what that is yet because I'm not old enough to understand it, but me growing into it, I knew that she really pushed that in me early on, and I'm so grateful for that.
One of the things that I noticed that when we were in the studio was how it was like one of the parts, I guess you were like in the doubling and you just started singing, and I was just like, you literally brought me to tears.
Thank you. That's so funny because everyone's like, you rap, you sing, yes, but it's like a mixture of both.
There's a feeling attached to what you're doing.
So it's like I'm in tune, and anything might flow,
anything.
And that's what it's about being an artist and being creative, is because you either go with the flow and create something like a masterpiece that no one's never heard of. You're gonna stay in between the lines and be like, okay, that sounds good enough.
Yeah, for sure.
But it's about being creative. It's about, I might sing and rap. You know what I'm saying? I might harmonize.
And she freestyles.
I might, I do a little freestyling as well. And I might freestyle and I might keep that shit on my track. I'm not even,
I commend you for freestyling because I can't. I tried Detta in the car. I put a beat on. And it didn't
How did it
go? It was like 2 bars.
I was like,
I dropped the mic after that.
Yeah, drop the mic.
But I can freestyle and do this like all day. Like I can do this all day.
But exactly. And see, that's the awesome part about it. You put your energy into this, and it sends out good energy, and I love that. I love to be encouraged when I watch something, or if you ever watch something and be like, damn, I wish I got them 2 minutes back. You know what I'm saying? That ain't add on nothing. You feel me? You be like, that ain't add on to nothing in my life. But every time I watch the podcast, I'm like, look at Audii. Look at Audii. You always talking about something that means something, like I gained something. You know what I'm saying? Like if it's whatever, politics from this person to that, I'm going to know about it, So I respect that for sure.
I did not pay her to say that.
She didn't. This is me for real, y'all.
Yeah,
like,
this is like
this is us for real. Y'all don't even know.
That. So we were talking, since we gonna really get into it, because you on here. We were talking about earlier about the whole Cardi B and Offset situation.
Yes.
And how it's something that everybody is really talking about, but only because there's a really big reaction that's going on. Because everybody has their own opinion about it. But something that we spoke about was like, it's kind of like their upbringing, like Cardi's upbringing and then Offset's upbringing, and even just what he has gone through as an adult.
Right.
So in that situation, you're a mother. You've been through, some things that I haven't been through being a mother.
Right.
So what do you, not saying like what would you do in her shoes, but what is your, I guess, like initial take on what's going on with her and Offset?
Well, like life happens, and I guess too, we all done been through things and relationships and everything, but it's one thing for us to go through it and get over it, and it's another thing for them to go through that and it be everywhere. Everyone sees it. It's complete in the media. Is right here before everyone's eyes. So it probably, for her, I feel like she probably, after something like that has happened and you've rode for somebody and you've been down with them after something like that, you probably just want your space. You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
Like, it's not even that I want to, I have to please anybody by making this as a decision or whatever. It's just like you want your space. And I just feel like, even with the last little situation, him showing up to her show, like, just pump the brakes. You know what I mean? Let me breathe a little bit, and hey, but at the same time, I feel Offset at some point too, because hey, when you want to confess your love and you feel like you're wrong about something, like, it is what it is. You're gonna let it be known. It's gonna happen. Right. So it's like you're not waiting or wondering what no one's reaction, because you're going for what your goal is, and that's like getting your lady back.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I just feel like, they are from two different upbringings. So, something that may have felt and become so normal to him is what he's seeing. It probably wasn't worth what you thought it was going to be
Yeah.
worth at this point.
Because, yeah, I feel like...
you got a whole child now, you're married, like, it's really known, like, you're here.
Yeah.
So, you know, I just feel like...
I feel like he just needs to step up, too. Because we talked about this in last week's episode. Like, Hop asked me if I thought that they would get back together.
Right.
You know what I mean? And for me, it's like, it's really not my place. It's really not, because number one, I don't have kids. So I don't know how it is to have a kid with somebody and for that person to cheat on me. Like, I don't know.
Right.
I mean, I know women that have gone through that.
Right.
And who have stuck with the man because they felt like that was right.
That was what they wanted to do.
You know, and
right.
then that's what they wanted to do. That's what they thought was right.
Mm-hmm.
But some of them, what ends up happening is it doesn't turn out how you always think it's going to turn out.
Exactly.
You know, because the trust is never going to be the same after that.
You're going to be like on some other shit. You ain't going to want to like listen.
Yeah. And then
you're probably going to just think something off top because, hey, that trust has
like
been
he's
broken.
late,
When
he's fucking.
Right. You with somebody.
Yeah, you
and
with
what's
somebody.
The whole
Who
name?
you with? And
I need her Instagram, all that. You
exactly.
know? And I always say this. If you're in any relationship with anybody and you have to have the passcode to everything, their social media, their phone, in order for you to feel secure, that's not good.
That's not good at all.
That's like, you might as well, like, if you got to do that, you're not winning in that situation whatsoever. You know what I'm saying? Like,
and that's what we're trying to do. We're trying to win.
We're trying to win. We're not trying to be checking up on you. You know what I mean? I got to look in your phone.
I can barely check my email.
I can barely check my own shit. Exactly. I'm barely checking emails and voicemails for my damn self.
I got DMs that are still unread.
Better off. I got to keep up with yours too. If you trying to be like hitting up some chick, no, man, no. So, you know.
So something that we do talk about a lot on the Admission Hour podcast is the woman empowerment in hip hop. So you being an R&B singer and also even because you rap, how is it that you feel that there could be even more equality in this business, in this culture?
Wow. I say this, like, for women, especially because, you know, like, lately everybody want to be a rapper, like female rapper. Granted, I'm not talking about those.
I'm out with some bars.
You know what I'm saying? Everybody want to rap. But I say this, like, the women who are successful in the rap industry, I feel like us being more united as women will help us be successful in that era. I feel like
areas.
if the hating would stop, if we got on some, like we say, some women empowerment mentality, like, we will be winning. You know what I'm saying? And it's enough shine for all of us to win. Like, I don't have to tear you down to feel inferior. I'm already that because who I am inside has made me. You know, I'm that inside. So I don't have to tear my sister down to feel like, you know, oh, I'm the best rapper. I'm the best this. You know, I like a lot of people. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, I'm very versatile. And I'm not going to say like this person is better than that person because everyone has their own style. That's what people get it twisted at. I like Nicki. I like Cart. Like, it's stuff that I like from a lot of different people that makes me the artist that I am.
For sure.
You know, so it's not, I feel like if it was equality there in the women's perspective, even if it's R&B or rap mostly right now because it's so much controversy between women.
The rap, yeah.
And I want to be the queen. I want to be the queen. Hey, like, mama, be you. We definitely all queens, right?
We all queens.
Be you. You know, be the queen that you're meant to be. You know your lane, your path, your direction. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like in that part, us women knowing ourselves and knowing the direction that we want to go is going to help us keep that equality.
I agree.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I feel like if we push that out more, then, you know, I want to be the better one. I want to be the better this. I feel like it would be more of a unity type thing.
Yeah.
And everybody winning.
Everybody's
like,
winning.
Now it's taking another dimension of winning.
You know what I think it is too is that a lot of the times us ladies that come from the hip hop culture or like even like the urban soul culture, what happens is that we're so used to being around the homies, around, our homeboys, our brothers, our cousins that all happen to be dudes, you know what I mean? So when it comes down to it, it's just like, it's not that we see women as a competition. It's just like, I'm not used to being around women. So I don't really know about you, homegirl. You know what I mean? Like, or I ain't like, because we're so used to not being around women that it's hard for us to see another woman as an equal because when it comes down to it, we're the only girl in the group sometimes.
True.
And then so who are we really competing with? Nobody, because we the only girl. Yeah. We the shit in
right.
our crew.
Right.
You know, so that's where I think that comes.
Exactly. And that's so true. That's exactly where I feel like, too, on top of that, I don't know. I just really feel like, for me as a woman, I just feel like you're gonna get bees faster with honey than vinegar. You know, so if I put out positivity, I'm gonna get that back.
For sure.
You feel what I'm saying? So if I'm putting out positivity and I'm coming into the rim with people who's doing what I'm doing and winning how I'm winning, there's no reason to tear nobody down. No matter where you come from with your crew or where I came from with my crew, I don't have to disrespect you nor tear you down. I respect your craft, mama. You know what I'm saying? And I respect your artistic level on whatever level that is.
Yeah, for sure.
Whatever you're following, that's your following. You know what I'm saying? Whatever's my following, that's my following. They're gonna follow me.
They're gonna follow me regardless.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So you know what I mean? Like, just be your own person. Stay in your lane. You in your lane. That's you. You winning.
It's like, stay in your lane. Drink your water.
We all good.
You know, eat your vegetables.
Come on now.
Mind your business.
Mind your business.
Lay your
Give
edges.
some massages.
That massages though.
Drink your protein drink. Do your squats, guys. Yes.
Listen, you can keep going because you out here preaching the whole word.
I'm trying to tell you, this is how we stay alive. Like,
it's how we move forward as women.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like,
I agree with that.
I feel like we face a lot in life, and it's about being level. You know, being level to a point where you feel, you know, that there is no competition because you ain't competing with nobody. You know, you're like, I'm going to win and I want to outdo myself of the greatest things I think for myself. Not because I'm going up against this person. Oh, I don't want her to win above me. No, that's not going to be my motivation. My motivation is going to be, what examples am I going to set for somebody who's shared my story? You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
So that's how I look at that. I just feel like we can win together, you know?
I agree with
all
that.
All the hating can stop.
And you're a mother, so how important is it for you to follow your dreams, to show your kids like that achieving your dreams is possible?
Wow. And you know, that's why y'all, Audii, this is what I tell y'all about when you watch here, you're gonna gain something. That's my everything. Me as a mother, it overrides everything because I'm that first before I'm an artist, before, you know, any music, anything. I'm a mother first. And it has always been something I've always wanted to show my kids, is that no matter what cards life throw you, you push and you run after your dreams. You don't let nobody tell you, oh, you're too this or this is happening, you can't reach this goal. No, you don't let nobody tell you that. You work even harder, you go even harder, you push even harder. And I always want them to know anything, any obstacle in life, you can overcome it. You feel what I'm saying? And you reaching for your dreams, don't let no one stand in the way of that. Like, that's something that you're supposed to push for, even if nobody is rooting you on. You encourage yourself. You understand? Because and that's just how I am. Like, it's so funny because they talk about Aries, like, we'll stand even if we stand alone. You don't have to agree with, like, the road that I'm going. Like, I'm in my lane. You feel what I'm trying to say? Yeah, I'm definitely an Aries.
When's your birthday?
My birthday is April 10th.
Okay.
And it's so funny because my son, his birthday is April 4th.
Oh, wow. So my mom's the 3rd. I love that woman.
I'm telling you, so we the Ram, but it's so funny because he's so ambitious too, but he showed me so much of myself, like nothing's gonna stop me, no matter what. So yes, you know, go back to that. My kids is the reason why I push hard and the reason why I showed them, like, look, mommy doing it, you can do this.
Yeah. That's something that I feel like is so important because from my upbringing and just the family that I grew up around, I didn't really have that big of an example of like chase your dreams. And so I felt like it was my responsibility and my brother's responsibility to just kind of like take that for ourselves and kind of be like, we're going to break that cycle and we're going to definitely be what we want to be in our life, you know, and not just settle for not saying that there's anything wrong with a 9 to 5 job,
Right.
but I also feel like we're put on this earth to go ahead and chase these dreams.
Yes.
And maybe
We're
because
not gonna be complacent.
yeah, and I can't speak for the kids that I don't have right now, but I do have
Mm-hmm.
nieces and nephews that are younger. I have little cousins that are younger
Right, you're being
that
an
they
example
see that they
for.
see this,
Yes.
that they see my Instagram, that they see what I'm doing, that they see that I'm chasing my dream, that they see that my brother's doing the same thing.
Yes.
So it's kind of like I can't stop, not because I have these people that are following me on Instagram or that they're following me on YouTube, but I have an example to set for the younger generation that's going to come after me.
Right.
Because this just doesn't stop with me.
Exactly.
You know?
Exactly. And I
So-
think that's important. Like we have to make that legacy. You know, we have to break those chains of, you know, being complacent and mediocre.
Yeah.
And let people know like there's so much more to life. There's so much more to you, you know, running after your dreams and being who you need to be in life as to being what someone tell you to be.
Exactly. So I want to talk about like growing up. What were you listening to?
Oh my God, you guys. So I was, you know, I always tell people because they always say like, what area you grew up in. It's sometimes it is about the area you grew up in, but it's also about what's around you. Like it's going to be about what your mother listened to too.
For sure.
Because like we're kids,
Doesn't matter when
we're
you
here.
grow.
Thank
It's
you.
you're what your mom is listening
What
to
your
or your
mom
dad.
listened to, what your family listened to, what's playing in the house. And I'm gonna be so real with you guys. It was always Sade.
Sade, yeah.
Sade, yeah.
Love her.
It was Lauryn Hill, Arrested Development. You know, y'all know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, for sure.
Audii, like real soulful people, music that meant something. You know, it wasn't just being said to be
They ain't
said, but
making
it
that no
meant
more.
something. Yeah,
There's
you
only a
feel
few
me?
artists that are doing stuff like that right now. To
It
be
meant
quite honest.
something. So I grew up in that era. Of course, I'm a Beehive. I love Bee.
Bitch. I love me some Beyonce.
I love me some Beyonce.
They know.
Girl.
The
Yes.
Ambition Hour podcast fans know.
Oh, I love her.
I'm a beehiver,
Yes,
but I don't
say I
sting.
will fight you. Listen.
I won't sting. I won't fight you. I'll just be like, all right, I guess
You know what?
you feel the way you feel.
You can feel I don't like you though, because you don't like me.
You know, but the thing is that like
No,
you know
but
who
I'm
you
joking,
know
but
who's
seriously,
not
I
about the
love
beehive? Jarrell. Well, Spitz.
What?
Spitz is like anti. I should have pinned you against him
You know
earlier
what?
to have my back, but I felt like I don't think I needed to give him that
You'd
heat.
be like, oh no.
You're like,
You
oh,
know?
now you too.
Right. You'd be like, you trying
But
to jump
so
me now.
Beyonce,
I love her.
and then obviously Mary J. Blige.
Mary
What about
J.
some other? How about Anita Baker? She's one of my favorites.
Betty Wright, you guys.
Okay.
Betty Wright.
Okay.
Clean up woman. Yeah, so I used to love her.
Yeah.
And did I say NDRE?
Yes, you
I said
did.
NDRE.
What about
I
rap?
love
Because
her.
you also freestyle. So where?
Definitely. Oh my goodness. So as far as like a lot of, you know, my rap and everything, y'all, my list is so long. I got so many people that like has encouraged me. I can start like as far as female rapper or doesn't matter?
Whoever comes to mind, just go ahead and spit that shit.
So right. So y'all know I love Tupac.
Okay.
Like who? Come on, I have on cassette tape where you had to flip it. Like what's up?
Them cassettes were no joke.
Yo, we had to.
Had to flip
They don't
that
even
bitch.
make that no more.
And then
But I love
you had
Tupac.
to twist it.
Tupac was like one of my first and favorite rappers. Like, and just coming more into the 21st century, like, I love Kendrick. I love his subconscious rapper too. I love that. That's some dope in tune shit that I'm on, definitely.
yeah.
And
Like, do you like J. Cole?
like J. Cole,
Kanye, maybe Meek Mill, Jay-Z, just to name a few rappers. Pusha T,
I'm
Rick
gonna
Ross.
be real. Like I like some of Jay-Z stuff, and I love his craft. I think he's a dope artist, but like I that wasn't my era because I'm South. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
I'm from Florida. So
You were born and raised here?
yeah,
You were born where? I'm sorry, before we go. You were born where? In
West Palm.
West Palm Beach.
Yes.
And you were born and raised there.
Mm-hmm.
All right, for sure.
Yes.
All right, so continue. So you're more down
For
south.
sure.
Okay,
So
yeah.
So I love Jigga Jigga what? You know,
Okay.
we was on that. But I was more on like, you know, that fast music. I used to listen to JT, if you want to be down south music too. But like upper echelon artists, I definitely like Meek Mill. I think like who don't like Meek Mill?
Meek Mill can get it.
Yeah, oh my God, who don't like Meek Mill? Like I like Meek Mill. Oh my God, the list goes on.
What
And
about
on
you?
and on.
You into Drake?
I like people. Yes, I love Drake. Like I like Drake.
Do you okay, so I always ask this question, especially when I have a guest on the show. Take Care or Nothing Was the Same, Drake's albums. Which one is your favorite? Do you remember?
I like Take Care.
Damn.
Yeah, babe.
My favorite is Nothing Was the Same.
I like Take Care. They was. Oh my goodness. It's
People
so
say
many
it because it was
tracks
The
that we
Weeknd.
like.
That's like you know what? But when I hear it, the more and more that I hear it, and the more that like I catch myself hearing the tracks that are on the I kind of sway more towards Take Care, and it's been like on the Billboard Top 200 for like the past since it's been out type of shit. You know what I mean? So like
right?
I kind of have to like say okay, it's like a good record,
Right.
but at the same time, Nothing Was the Same just did something to me.
Right. Right. You know, and it's too. See now, let me let y'all know why I like Drake. Drake, he fits. Like how you say, like it just did something to you. Like it's certain waves that he sing about that might catch you. You know what I'm saying? Like you might be going through this, he got a song for that. You might be going through this, he got a song for that. So it's like, you know, you catch Drake and drifts for sure.
With
like,
me, it was like Nothing Was the Same, and I talked about this before on the show. Is like Nothing Was the Same was at the time in my life where I was going through like a breakup, and we were trying to like.
So he was in tune on that
So
level
he
with
like
you.
spoke to me in every single song in some type of way.
Mm-hmm.
So that album always resonates with me. But yeah, so just going back to because I'm a really big fan of R&B. Like I like a lot of artists right now, like Danny Lay. There's like Tiana Taylor, who's one of my favorites, and then Daniel Caesar.
I love Tiana Taylor. Like what, y'all? What's up? Like
You know, I'm thinking
that chick is so like
her
hot to
album.
me. Like she's everything.
Her album, I feel, needs to be considered in one of the album of the years.
I
Like
think
that
so.
needs to be in
I think so.
that album should
I
be in
think she's dope.
conversation.
I think she dope. Her choreograph, like she's dope.
Bro, I went to an Art Basel. They had a concert of hers, and it was a free concert, and the line was ridiculous to see her.
Play with it.
Especially in Miami, they were all
She
there.
performs and everything. Like I so love her. Like
She's
she's
awesome.
really really good. I like Tiana Taylor. For like newer artists, like I like Ella Mai. I think she's dope.
I know
y'all know Lil Wayne.
Lil Wayne. I
Y'all
mean,
know everybody
Lil
know
Wayne,
Lil
baby. I love him.
I love him, man.
I mean, I grew up on him.
Me too.
I like been listening to him since I was in
Y'all
high
gotta
school.
y'all gotta go all the way. Like the block is hot.
Or like even
like
no
that,
ceilings,
that-
motherfucker. Good
hey,
morning. In
listen,
your mouth
y'all-
while you're yawning.
Hey.
Gotta while you're starting me.
Exactly. Y'all gotta know the Lil Wayne we talking about. We going all the way back, Lil Wayne. Like,
I'll bring you to your front door
Hey.
like you ordered me.
hey, you feel what I'm saying?
I'm sorry, I had to finish. I had to get off real quick.
Come on now, you know what time it is with Lil Wayne. So
But yeah,
he's always been dope. I like him.
So I like you because you're down south.
Oh yes.
Like you're dirty,
yes.
you're dirty baby.
Dirty
See
baby.
what happened
That's
with me was that when I was in middle school, well actually in elementary school, that's when I got introduced to like East Coast rap, like as far as like Jay-Z and like those rappers. So then when I got into middle school, I started kind of getting to know more about the New York rappers because it kind of like caught my attention.
Right.
And I had spent there a summer, so I swore I was from there. It was
right.
It was like a little phase I was going through.
Hell yeah. But, like, New York
So-
rappers are dope. They dope. They got you know hella bars. Like,
Yeah.
I'm all into it.
And then
Into
just
it.
finding out that that's where it came from, like, you know,
It
and
was like
understanding that it was like from, you know, the Bronx and
that's dope.
yeah.
That's dope.
Yeah, no,
That's
for
definitely-
sure. So I know that your brother also is in this because you have a brother who's a photographer,
Yes.
right? And then you
Supreme
have
Dex one time for Supreme
shout out
Dex.
to big. He's your bigger brother or
That's
your
my big
younger? He's your
brother.
big brother, and then
Yes.
you have your another brother who is Dookie,
Us, wise guy. Wise guy to Don. And then we got Rock Dollars. One time for them though. Awesome artists. You guys definitely check them out. Y'all heard it here first. And also me. Check me out. But definitely they're very, very dope and creative people. And it's so funny because they be like, you got your swag, but it's like it's 7 of us. My mother has 7 of us. So all my brothers, they make up like how I rap, all that. It's like we're so versatile amongst each other, and I got a part of each of them. So when I rap, it's like, I'm giving off that rock dollar vibe. I'm giving off that wise guy to Don. In my photos, I'm giving off that supreme shit from my brother's photography. And y'all can check his page out. He's a dope photographer.
I mean, I've seen your pictures.
I mean, yes, he does all my photos and videos. He's really, really dope. You guys check him out. But yes, so they're talented, and I'm so grateful to be amongst them. You know what I'm saying? Like, they make me up as a person.
Yeah, isn't it cool to like do the same shit with like, because we talked about this earlier, how you kind of like did this with your family when you were growing up,
right? And
like to be it becoming something that's fulfilled,
right?
Or just that's like something that you're doing.
Yes, just like your hobby. Like when we were younger, like just we sang and we rapped and we did that, and we made up little dance steps. Like, this how we're gonna be in our videos. You know what I'm saying? Just being on some, having that dream, and that's where it started. And it becomes you. So when that's your passion, no matter how far you go, no matter how old you get, that's gonna still be your passion.
For sure.
So it's like catching this wave right now where we're definitely popping and everything is in motion. It's like, it feels like, yeah, we've been doing this. We got this.
Like, yeah, it's like saying? It just comes second nature to us.
Exactly.
It's crazy.
It's like a sixth sense. Like, it comes.
So I know that you also work 8:30 to 5:30 job.
Yes.
So you work a full-time job.
Sure do.
We don't shy away from that in the Ambition Hour podcast, because I myself work 8:30 to 5 o'clock job, full-time, Monday through Friday, off weekends. You know what I mean? Gotta secure the bag.
Yo, we definitely securing the bag.
Because this is paying for what we're planning.
Exactly. But we gotta have that check to push
these dreams. Yeah, to push these passions. Like, because you can't push these passions with hopes and dreams.
Thank you.
You gotta have some cash behind it.
You gotta have some cash behind there. Yeah, you definitely gotta put some work into it.
Yeah, it's not gonna come just like that.
Exactly, and anything that you put energy into, it's gonna produce. Whatever you put your energy into, it's gonna prosper.
For sure.
Like, what you send out, you get that back. So understand, like, if you put your energy into your passion and what you got going on, you will succeed. So I feel like that's important.
Yeah.
When you're like us, when you're working at 9 to 5 and you're like, damn, but you're like, but yeah, I gotta secure the bag because I want to succeed in what I'm doing. I want my dreams to be fulfilled. So I'm definitely gonna work hard.
For sure.
I'm definitely gonna put that fire under my feet, because I know if I put one step forward, God is gonna carry me the rest of the way. So I'm just being honest.
No, like you're speaking a whole word, like I said. But something that, because that's something that you mentioned earlier about, working at your job, is that all that you think about when you're working is like being singing or being at the studio and like truth. All of that stuff. Do you ever like at work, do you find yourself like doing like freestyles and stuff?
Oh my God, girl, I be filing those papers, checking in patients like, I'm the truth, I'm the fucking truth. And they be like, Vendetta, your voice isn't, I'm like, thank you. And it's been so many times that like even my coworkers be like, you're in the wrong field. They say this to me, like,
that's crazy.
Vendetta, you're in the wrong field. Like, what are you doing here? And I'm like, it's coming. It's coming. Somebody told me one time, like my dad, actually, he told me, your time is your time, mama. I used to always be like, what? They made it?
Like, when is it going to happen
like,
for me?
Who is it? Like, when is my time? What? That shit is whack. What's up? I'm over here, a whole talented person. You know what's going on. And my dad always said that, like, your time is your time, mama. Like, swerve, just chill. You stay ready, though.
Yeah, for sure.
And I stay ready.
Yeah, that's something that one of my coworkers told me. Shout out to her. She told me, she was just because she follows me on Instagram or whatnot. She knows that I have the show, and she sees that I'm like moving up in my job, and she just says it. She just told me, she's just like, she's just like, you're over here wasting talent. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
they be saying
and it's
that.
just like, but I'm so good at my job too. You know what I mean?
Like we love you as an MA Vendetta, but it's just like your voice.
Yeah, like,
I'm like singing, cleaning up in the office. They're like, listen, we need you like on American Idol somewhere, but like I said, your time is your time.
Yeah, for sure.
That still comes back to that.
That's something that I truly believe in, because something that I always express when I have a conversation on the podcast, or when I have a conversation even just like a normal conversation, like with somebody that I'm just genuinely sharing energy with. A lot of the times I express how, 5 years ago what I was doing wasn't what I'm doing today, but it was because if I wouldn't have gone through what I went through in the past 5 years, and have grown from the person that I was, I wouldn't be the woman that I am today. And girl, I feel like that like I feel like the purpose that I have right now, and the plan and the wave that I'm on right now, it wouldn't have been the same had I done it 3 years ago.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
And it's because, it wasn't supposed to happen at that time. And then a lot of times you like beat yourself up because it's just like, bruh, I was wasting my time. Like, sometimes it happens to us that it's not just what we were doing in our lives, but we were in a relationship that was affecting us chasing that dream.
That's the truth.
Or we were listening to what other people were saying for like 3 years.
Exactly. And you didn't get to fulfill your higher self. Like, you just was sitting here being critiqued by those and this or whatever it was that was attached to you at that time. But again, just like you say, I might, if I would have dropped and did what I wanted to do then, it may have not had the reaction that it has now, that I know that I'm aware of what I want in the direction that I'm going now.
Not only that, the people who are a part of my life and are seeing what I'm fulfilling, those people are the ones who are seeing my true self come to myself. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? They're getting to witness the transformation that I was praying for like 3 months, about 3 years ago, that the people that were in my life at that time are no longer in the picture. You know what I mean? And it's like one of the things that Meek Mill says in the album is just like, if you don't see them in the picture, it's because they faded away. That part. And I feel that. And then even the part where he says like, y'all know I'm heavy with that Meek album. When he said, like, when he says, he's just like, people build, burn bridges and expect you to send a yacht. I felt that.
That part.
You know what I mean?
Once you burn your bridge, understand?
Like how? Like he said, y'all want to send a yacht. Like you want a yacht to be sent for you.
That part.
Like if you don't stay your ass on the other side of the fucking.
You're over there for a reason, and it was supposed to be that way for a reason. I'm not rebuilding this fountain for you to walk your ass back across to try to play with me again. Like we're gonna keep that where it's at, and just like you say, things happen for a reason. You were probably only meant to be in my life for those 3 years for me to learn what I need to learn to carry on to what I need to do right now.
And to also just recognize what was real. Mm-hmm. Because sometimes what happens is that in the moment you feel like that shit's real, that friendship is real, that relationship is real, that pain that you're going through is real. Right. And then you don't realize that, in the next 6 months, your whole life can transform.
You won't even think about it.
You know what I mean? So
you won't even be thinking about that. You'll be where you need to be. And it's funny because when you say that, because it's things that you go through in life that it shuns you away from you being potentially where you need to be, because you're so fixed on, okay, I'm comfortable in this situation, or I'm used to this situation, when sometimes that very thing that you're holding on is all you need to let go to be where you need to be.
For sure.
Just that one thing. You know what I'm saying? So it's about breaking those types of chains above everything else, even before your success, because you want to be that right type of person to handle that success. You know how many people who fastly get into success and don't know what to do or which direction to go because they had not experienced anything. So now they're cloudy, they're lost, even with the success and eventually.
The thing is that it doesn't matter the money that you have, who knows you,
that part,
who wants you, how many followers you have on Instagram. Mm-hmm. But if you're not good within, it's hard to be good without with anybody that's out in the universe.
This is true.
So that's something that I want to bring into light, within the hip hop industry, because I feel like that's not something that we speak about a lot. You know what I mean? I feel like it's something that what we need to understand, and that's one of the reasons why I love Charlemagne and even Kanye, that he's going through what he's going through right now. The fact that he's so he's willing to talk about mental health and
stuff that's
that's really happening, and even not just him, but because we can talk about we can talk about Kanye, we can talk about how with what Meek Mill is doing, and kind of talking about prison reform, and kind of even what men go through when they go to jail and they're wrongfully accused for whatever it is, and it's it's like they're supposed to be in jail because of the, you know, where they grew up in, like in the neighborhood that they grew up in. And then that's kind of crazy because you're constantly living in fear when you come up in those environments.
That's right.
And so that's something that I always want to bring into light, because I feel like the mental health within the hip hop industry is important, because we are the ones who are feeding the future.
This way. I feel like that's so much of it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, we boost this. You know what I mean? It's us that... I say this because we were just talking about this too, Audii, about the following. Like, your following is your following. Like, don't allow your following or fans or whatever, or anybody that's in social media to tear you away from who you are. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't build no fake beef with nobody just because that's what your followers want to see. They're your followers for a reason. Your followers. You know, so they're going to follow whatever you do. If that's positive, push that. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't have to, like, create something to, you know what I'm saying, to boost up where you are.
Yeah,
that's how I feel. You can just remain in whatever whatever lane that you're in. But just speaking on what you were talking about how about mental health issues and stuff like that. You're right. Like, we don't talk about that in the industry, or like that some people that's in the industry, like, are not. I don't know what the word is to say it, but they're not like focused on the fact that other people are following them and watching them. So like, they're doing anything. Like, they can be an influence to anything, you know?
Yeah, for sure.
So I think it is very, 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 like, right to be well educated in that area, because people watching. You know what I'm saying? People are influenced. If that's kids, you know?
Yeah, that's something that I'm very fortunate about having people that have come on the show. A lot of them talk about spirituality. They talk about, you know, becoming the best versions of themselves. They talk about just like awesome positive things. And that's because that's something that I want to bring onto the show. Like, one of my goals on the show is to bring positivity, is to bring awareness in like mental health, and even in just being healthy, you know, and just like exercising and drinking water. Like, I'm constantly drinking water on, you know, on the show. Like,
take care of yourself. Like,
yeah,
it's
because
real out here, y'all. We can't eat some stuff. Like,
yeah, and then that's the thing.
We can't even eat some stuff like without stuff being so crazy right now.
That's another thing, because we were talking about this earlier about how rappers taught us that what you drink in the studio is Hennessy. So that's what we were drinking in the studio. If you follow me on Instagram, then you will know how lit we have gotten in the past like 5-6 hours.
So, right.
But that's what hip hop taught us. I'm gonna blame. You know what I mean? Like that.
Look,
that's
or you know,
impact.
like, yeah, you know, you're gonna rap better if you have some Hennessy in the booth.
Yeah, like, or like, you know, something like that.
Really, it's just that your vibe. Really, I feel like they're just trying to say, like, look, you vibe. You know?
Exactly.
Because everybody don't drink Hennessy. Like,
no,
I don't really drink Hennessy like that. But you know, I drink. But you know, like, it's about the vibe that I have. And what in the
mood that you get
in the mood that I'm in, and if that Hennessy or that one drink put me in the mood, like, and we making, you know, and so be it, and we making tracks now.
Yeah, no, for sure. That's just that's just an example that I'm using to like kind of show what hip hop really just does for the youth, and why it's so important for these artists to
set a better example. Yo, that's
kind
so true,
of because what I was learning growing up in hip hop was a lot of weed smoking, a lot of Hennessy drinking, also, you know, discovering yourself, and because we've always had conscious rappers. Conscious rappers are not something new, right? You know what I mean? That are teaching us, or like now they want to call them woke rappers, or like now they're woke rappers.
No, it's cool now to be vegan, and it's cool now to be vegetarian, and it's cool now to be self-conscious, when really, like, y'all was supposed to have been on that. We've been doing that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm trying to say?
That's something, because even like Dead Prez, we were fortunate enough to be a part of the interview that Dead Prez did on Drink Champs, and they were talking about like eating healthy and kind of like, you know, how that is the new wealth, because taking care of yourself is wealth. And that just doesn't include with what you eat and then you working out, but also includes on what you're nourishing your mind with.
Thank you.
You know, your mind, your body, your spirit, how you even speak to yourself. And that's something that, because we're constantly also like, at least in some I guess some households, that people are just like, we're seen down on each other, or like our parents, they may not be as supportive, or they may
some
not
people go through that.
yeah, they might not support what it is that you're doing or whatnot. So it's hard for you to like want to believe in what's really going to happen in your life if you're constantly hearing like you ain't shit, or like that's really not gonna happen, or do you really think that you're gonna make it?
Right,
you know what I mean?
right.
Like,
and that goes back to what I was telling you when I was saying earlier, when you were like, you know, what is it that you want to drive your kids to see, you know, through your success, or, you know, you being an artist and gaining, you know, the position you want. Even if no one is telling you to win.
yeah.
Even if no one is encouraging you, encourage yourself. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's why I was speaking about, you know, Aries, like, we'll stand even if we have to stand alone. Listen, if I don't believe in me, who gonna believe in me?
For sure.
You know, it's gonna be a time where, or you may be in a family that you don't have no one to encourage you. Sometimes you got to step out of that mold. Maybe God didn't give them what he gave you,
or the vision,
or the vision
exactly
of what he gave you, and you got to step out of that mold and encourage yourself and still stand strong and succeed even without that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure.
And it's funny that we even speak about that, because we were just saying your family is your first teachers. You know, you go through a lot. You go through a lot with some of your family members, like, that teach you before you even get to the streets of, like, what to stay on guard about. You know what I'm saying? So again, if you are going through that and you don't have anyone to encourage you, and it's that type of household, encourage yourself. You know, it's cliche, but my dad used to say, you know, he said the Bible says, as a man thinketh, so is he. If you look yourself in the mirror every day and say, I'm gonna win, you're gonna win.
Can you say that one more time?
Come on.
Say it one more time for the people in the back.
Yes, for the people in the back who said, hey, let me tell you. He told me, he said, as a man thinketh, so is he. So if you think you lit, you lit. You know, if you think you winning, you winning. It's about your mindset, you know. That's what's going to take you far, because I promise you, a hater ain't going to stop me. A hater telling me, hey, you don't look the part, you ain't tall enough, you don't wear the right size, you know, you gotta get
telling you
this.
that?
No,
let me pull up on them for you.
No, I'm just speaking in general. If it's even if it's anyone that's watching this and I'm reaching you right now, like, if somebody's telling you that, like, they hating. And it's about what you think about yourself that's going to make you win. It's never going to be someone else's judgment. It's never going to be what someone else think about your life. Like, really? Nothing.
Yeah. How many daughters do you have?
One.
You have one daughter.
One.
And so, okay, because I don't want to get too deep, but because I have a really,
that's my princess.
Yeah, I have such awesome.
That's my little world.
I have a connection with my mom. So, and you are not just the second woman that we've had on the show, but you're the first mom that we've had on the show. So I just want to give a big shout out to that.
Thank you.
Hey.
Okay. Thank
so
you.
as
for sure.
Being a mother, number one, to a beautiful daughter, do you have any fear for her that she's going to get mistreated for just being a woman, and not just only a woman, but also an African American woman?
Yes. It's so funny that you asked that, but I think about that as a mom in the society that we're in right now today, where social media plays so much of a big part in even our lives. So you know it plays a big part with your children. So of course I'm that mom. I monitor.
Yeah.
I'm monitoring, but more than anything, I be an example. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not perfect. No, nobody's perfect, but I make sure she knows to be grounded. You know what I'm saying? And that she knows the type of crowd to carry and how to carry herself as a young lady. And not only that, but I keep her in tune. Like, I remember growing up, my mom, like, when I was young, I used to be like, oh my goodness, she is so, like, raw. Like, my mom tell you straight up, look, this is what it is.
Yeah, for
boom,
sure.
Boom, bow. You just be like, mommy. But I'm grateful for that.
Yeah.
I'm so grateful for that, because it's because of that has me on such a level of what I want in my daughter.
Exactly. Yeah.
And know what to teach her, and the things to show her, and the things to set in place, and the fences to put up for her. Because my mama gave it to me just like that.
For sure.
You know, the sky's blue. she called a spade. It ain't no sugarcoating nothing. You know what I'm saying? So I got it raw. So I'm grateful that I had that. Yeah, I teach my daughter, like, listen, this is what it is, mama. You know, this is the type of world we live in. This is what to expect. You expect the unexpected. You know?
For sure.
Like my mom always say, you be alert and aware. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like those key things being driven into her now, she's going to be an amazing woman.
Yeah.
And I think it's so funny because now I'll be watching her and I'll be patting myself on the back about stuff. She don't know. I go in the room and do this, guys. But she'll come to me and be like, you know, mommy, I was in school today, you know, and it was a crowd that, you know, thought I was, you know, cool, and they wanted me to sit with them, but they were being mean to other people.
And so she ain't like
and
that.
she was like, mommy, I didn't like that. And I didn't think that was something that needed to happen for you to be cool. So I distanced myself from it. And
how old is she?
She's 10. I'm like,
okay, yes.
God.
I mean, that's good.
Because, you know, that's hard in school. Y'all, like, peer pressure and being cool.
And, like, the bullying and, like, being part of the bullying.
Yeah,
and
you know.
There's, like, little kids killing themselves because of that.
You might be the one being picked at because you didn't get in that crowd. But I'm grateful that she stood for the other kid that was being bullied. And she distanced herself from those people. You know, at 10. So, I think... you know, so far so good.
And then because then you have 2 boys.
I do.
And then how old are your boys?
My son, Zamari, that's the one who's born 6 days before my birthday. He's
nice, Aries. Okay.
Yes, he's 11.
Okay.
And then my youngest one is 3. That's Trenton.
Oh my God.
And he's the bomb.com.
Oh my goodness.
He's like a little person, like in the 21st century, because he has no younger kids to mimic. So he's 3.
He grown.
And think he's like 13, like his big brother and sister, because that's all, you know, he knows.
That's all he knows.
But very intelligent children. Very, very intelligent children. And I think it's because I'm that mom that's in tune with them. Like, I'm the one that after school, I'm like, who you sat with all the way down to what you ate for lunch, baby. You know, like I'm talking to mine every day about their life, what they expect, what they expected to get in the game in that day, you know? So
for sure.
They're definitely my motivation.
I mean, they have an awesome example. So
they're my motivation. I'm not gonna lie. They keep me going. So
for sure, I feel it in like I feel it, and not just right now that we're talking, but like just even throughout the day. Like I could just feel it, like in your energy, like the way that you even were in the booth and like just like singing the song. Like I just feel like there was so much more than you just like singing in the booth, or you just like freestyling in the booth, or. You know, you just being how you were. Like, I felt like there was, like, something else. And then it's obviously there's 3 flames in you besides your own that are, like, kind of just, like,
extra
just
boost,
firing
right?
you up.
Oh, my God.
You know?
You just said everything in a nutshell. But
yeah, no, for sure.
That's every day.
Yeah.
Like, that's how I maneuver. You know, I get up. You know, my children.
Yeah.
They encourage me when nobody does, you know? Or they could not have known what went on that day. Could have been bad, but they'll come and be like, Mom, you're awesome. Yeah. You're a cool mom. Like, that takes you higher. Like, I definitely have to do it now. Yeah. I definitely have to win. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, when I get in the booth, it's like the extra flame from them. Yeah,
I'm telling you, I felt it. I felt that flame. So that flame was real.
That's why Audii, she catch everything. She's so dope.
Because I mean, you saw how I was in the studio. Like I love sitting next to Dookie. Shout out to Dookie. He was on episode 28 of the Ambition, our podcast. He's the best.
Dope engineer.
I love sitting next to him. I love vibing with him. I love seeing where he's kind of going with the artist in the song. Yes. So that's why I was a little more open to telling you, like, yo, hop back in the booth. Like you know this shit. Like
Audii was like, let's go again, round 2.
Get back in there.
Like she was not playing. No, and I love that because you know, like that's because I peeped it. When you in the booth and you around good vibes and good people, it interacts just that way. They're like, oh, I feel the wave. You still on it because I'm here riding with you.
Yeah, like I was.
Let's go. Let's get back in the booth. Like let's drop that.
Yeah, so, for sure.
It was definitely awesome.
It was an amazing time.
I was hungry for it for sure.
I wanna paint like a little vision for you right now. So I know that you're a Beyonce fan. So let's paint the Beyonce vision.
Oh my God.
Shall we?
Oh my
so
God.
Beyonce is the mother of 3 kids. Mm-hmm. She has her 2 girls.
Like
yeah, she has her 2 girls and the 1 boy. It's it's flipped, but it's kind of the same. Right now she's was on tour with her husband. Mm-hmm. She was she sang at a wedding.
Yes. The whole Indian
scene, the whole thing. So I want you to vision your life that way. And I want you to kind of like get into that bag. And I kind of want you to give yourself advice in that time. Like, you know what I mean? Like, what advice would you give yourself right now to the one that you're going to become?
Oh, my. That's so dope. Like, keep going. Don't give up. Don't look back. And, you know, stay leveled. Stay humbled. Because I feel like that's a lot. I feel like that people forget to be humble. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for sure.
Like, people forget that they human, and if I cut you, you're going to bleed the same. Like,
we all bleed.
Calm down.
We all bleed.
You know, like, humble yourself. Thank you. So I would tell myself that. Stay level. You know what I'm saying? Stay grounded. You know, hug your kids. You know what I mean? Like, the stuff that means something. So, you know, it wouldn't be so much of, oh, you know, of course you're going to spend a couple checks. You're going to look like a little bit of money.
Spend a couple
checks, right?
Especially when that bonus comes in.
Exactly, right? But for me, speaking to calm future me, like, definitely be grounded. Stay humble. Keep going. Keep going. You know what I'm saying? Love on your family. You know, stay in tune. Keep your visions open, your third eye open. Like, stay there. You know. So, and I think that's what's gonna be. You know, that's what's gonna be the outcome of Detta.
Yeah, for sure.
For sure.
So now we went into the future. You gave yourself some advice in the future. Now, what would you give 17-year-old Detta? What kind of advice would you give her?
Oh my God, Audii. Oh my God. 17-year-old Detta. I would give her the advice, like, you almost there. You know what I'm saying? I know it's hard right now, like, but you almost there. You gonna make it there. You know what I'm saying? You just gotta push a little harder. And don't look at the situation you're currently going in, but look at where you want to be. You know, tune everything out. That's what I would say to myself. Because I think that was, I needed somebody to say that. I needed somebody to just say that to me.
That's how I feel.
Yeah.
Like, with that age, I feel like 17 years old is such an important age. Because I remember what I was going through when I was 17 years old. And was
very important age.
Interesting was that when I was 17, like, this was a vision of mine. Like, this exact thing that I'm doing right now was a really big vision of mine. As well as moving to Atlanta and dancing for Usher. That was my other dream.
Yeah, that's a good ass dream.
Those were my dreams. You know what I mean? And I'm not saying that maybe dancing for
Usher. I love you, Usher.
You know, I didn't get to talk about this in yesterday's episode and last week's episode, but the whole King of R&B.
Oh my God.
They said that Kelly got it. Like, R. Kelly changed it in his profile that he's the king of R&B. What you thinking about that?
R. Kelly. Man, listen. Why are we on this topic? Look. Man, we gotta, man. I'm gonna do a
No, we don't gotta talk about it.
Man,
I just thought that it was funny that topic's just even being discussed right now. I just thought that it was hilarious.
I just feel like right now, R. Kelly just...
He needs to sit down. In his little cave, wherever you are. Wherever you are.
Sit.
Hello. Mr. Kelly. In the cave. Yo, you ain't the king.
R. Kelly, listen, no. I just feel like right now just have several seats. You know what I'm saying? I can't even start.
There's a stadium that you can have several seats in.
I feel like when Jacquees said that part, what's his name?
Jacquees.
Look at here. Listen, Jacquees.
You know when he said that he was the king of R&B, someone said that Jay Holiday got out of bed. Let me put you to bed.
He came out the woodwork.
He said,
pull the sheets back like that.
He's up.
He got the hell up, took off the robe.
Listen,
I'm finised with y'all.
I'm done.
But no, seriously. It's like people came out the woodworks we forgot was making music, right, y'all? We're like, damn, I ain't heard
I felt like, fucking like one of them B2K guys even came out on some like bum.
Came out like, listen.
Fizz, you were the one with the
Fizz
and
came
then
out.
when he had that ashy ass fro and you got served like I know when
bro thought he was winning,
that.
right? I don't know what was happening. But yo, everybody came out the woodworks when he said that, and it's like
someone said that Beyonce's the king.
Yeah, yo, that was like the highlight of the whole conversation. Listen, she's a bad one.
I feel like no one can
Beyonce
really touch
is the
her.
king and the queen, right? It's just like
she's the whole kingdom.
She the whole kingdom and shit. Like
I fuck with her.
The ushers, all of them just out in the front, like the flowers that grow out in the moat, like everything. She's dope. I love her.
I want to know, how can we do the announcement on the Ambition Hour podcast?
Yeah.
Oh, hey, I'm about to do like Dame Dash did when he brought in Kanye West, Rockefeller and shit. Because she the new what is it? That she the new member of the WTW family.
Hey, for sure.
Guys, so
Listen.
if you don't know, so WTW Records is a record company where we have, artists. We have the WTW TV, we have WTW Radio, we have Hav Spitz, Laid Back, and CAB. And now we're adding the beautiful Detta to the beautiful family. She's always been family, but
I've always been here, but it's like so official.
But now she's like officially part of the team. So you're gonna be seeing music, a lot more
Definitely
music from her.
Music,
bro. You're gonna have Hav as your like videographer. Like,
oh my god,
have you seen the videos that he edits and shit?
Like, what are you talking about?
Like every single Saturday. I don't know how he does it.
I'm on there like, yes.
So
every time he loads something, I'm like, yeah. So it's
refresh.
Here. Okay. Javi just what the hell? Javi. Yes, I'm the one under y'all see me because I'm the one with the fire emojis on everything. Like that's my favorite emoji, by the way, guys. So yes.
So tell me how it was receiving that phone call of like joining the WTW fam.
That was like so dope. I was already in motion. Like, listen, y'all. It's funny because it's already normal. You know what I mean? Like I already felt like family prior to even getting the call, so it just made sense.
Yeah, it was just kind of like
exactly. I was like, for sure, bro. I'm in. I'm all in. Win.
And so
tomorrow I'm there.
What is your what was like? I guess like your main, not maybe like your main reason to say yes, because you already felt like you were a part of it. But what is it that I guess like stands out the most about WTW to you?
Dope. So to give that to you like straight up, me and Hav was even talking about it. Like, you guys, it is like finding a diamond in the rough when you find a corporation that's, or not even just people, because not even a corporation, like just people who are all for you winning. It's not just about self, but it's like we all can win, and it's all and it's enough shine for everybody.
For sure. And
like just having that clean mentality, or that humble heart of not being selfish and it all being about you, or whatever it is that you have that's gonna boost me, but more of like, yeah, let's win, let's build together, like let's put our creativity together and win together. And I think that is above everything, because when your team is solid, shit is really winning. Like when you got a solid team and everybody's like feeding off each other in a positive way, you win.
And you felt that in the studio today, right? That's usually how our studio sessions go. Like it's usually like that.
And it's not even like it's like, oh, like it was so natural. Like it's just we was being ourselves. It wasn't even like it was anything put on. That's why it was dope.
Yeah.
So don't think it's like it's amped up to be something because anybody was just putting
like
on.
It's
like right. It was just like the beat was right. We was right. The drinks was right.
The drinks were right. Something that Hav said one of the first time that he saw you perform, which was at the Villa.
When I performed Info.
Yeah, and you performed. He was like stuck on like having you be the first lady of WTW, and that was like a couple months back. That was like July, right? July, August.
Like
he's probably like blushing in the corner.
Listen, like
why is she talking about this?
Javi's my guy, but no, on some real shit. That's what's up, because even in that platform, even with you guys being there is what made even that, and you guys being there at my show and in my performance made that energy even more, because it's like Yeah, Detta, you know what I'm saying? Like, yes,
Yeah.
when let's give it to him, and and just having even before that Hobby and Spence performance, like y'all.
Yeah, that was such a cool vibe. I loved
dope was
it.
so awesome. It was definitely.
It was a
It was a vibe, Hobby. Don't even Hobby.
How was a great performer as is.
Yes,
Spitz.
he is.
It was Spitz's birthday, right?
And it was Spitz's birthday.
It was Spitz's birthday, so we had a good time.
Remember that?
That we had a good time
it was on his
that
birthday.
time. That was July, man. And now look at fast forward a couple of months. You're the first lady
of
WTW Records.
So like.
I guess second to
Where's
me.
the drum roll, please? I love it. Yes.
So talk to me about the projects that you have right now that everybody can go ahead and listen to.
So yes.
And the ones that are coming up.
Okay, for sure. So Juice is on SoundCloud, guys. It's on SoundCloud as Juice. I'm Beautiful Detta on Instagram. A lot of my music is on there as well. But SoundCloud, Facebook is just Detta, Detta. Dunbar, last name Dunbar. You guys can go on there for a lot of my little clips that I have. So Juice, we got info. I'm going to be dropping a video soon, so look out. I'm going to be dropping a video soon for Juice. And right now we're working on the video for Information, also the one I just did, Info. And oh my God, we got Slow Motion coming, right, Javi?
That shit was
we just dropped
lit.
Slow Motion today in the studio, and I straight freestyled you guys like half of the song.
And then she remembered it later and then killed it.
Yeah. Like, just know. So y'all gonna see clips from the studio. Big ups to Audii and Javi and Spitz and Dookie. Like, you guys, we had dope ass fun. But Slow Motion is in process, you guys. So be looking out.
And so be looking out. Yeah, in 2019, are we expecting a project, like a full project from you?
Yes. So much is in store, guys. So much is in store for 2019 for us as the new WTW
Ooh, girl, I like how that sounds.
So it's gonna be so much litness coming from this way, guys. So I want you guys to definitely catch this wave. Audii, the Ambition Hour podcast is popping. Y'all better make sure y'all have notifications on. You hear me? So every time we load up, y'all don't miss anything. Like, cause it's gonna go down here. I just feel that. I feel like it's gonna go down here. So I want you guys. I feel like this is the beginning of something awesome. So big ups to you guys. Big up.
Thank you for coming.
WTW, yes.
So now I know that you freestyle, but do you write?
I write also.
You write?
I write everything that you've ever heard. Like, all my music, I wrote that. That's me.
For sure.
That's
and
all me.
Do you like write on a piece of paper, on your phone? What's the thought process when it goes on like that?
I write on anything, y'all, because let me tell y'all, right? Because I freestyle a lot, and like when I get a tune or something in my head, I will grab anything. The first thing I can see, it be on the back of my kids' school notes, school papers. Like, baby, I know, baby, I got to rewrite it on something else. But yes, and I have my phone. I always like record. iPhone is dope because it has that instant record. Sure. And you can just record whatever you know what I'm saying? So,
I got a few tracks on my phone.
You feel me? Dope up. We got that Audii new album dropping.
They don't know, man. 2019.
Like, y'all don't know what's in store for us. We might have like a whole dance video. Listen,
bitch,
there's so much
I'm
shit
so
that's
down
popping.
for a dance video.
Listen, so I do my own choreograph in my videos and everything. So my brother Supreme Dex, who's the photographer we were talking about, he's a dope dancer. You guys, check him out. Yo, me and him have a lot of dance routines and stuff together too. So we go live. Listen, that was cool. You did it good. Y'all caught that serious. Michael Jackson swirl just now. It was dope.
I was about to take around the world. I was about to be like on
Listen, yo, see what I'm saying? Audii be having me lit, yo. So y'all definitely.
They don't know that this is me like on a regular.
This is Audii for real. Like, this is us on a regular, like, just for real day.
I'm so happy that you came. I'm so happy that last time it didn't happen how it happened.
To be a part of this, like,
it was funny because when I told you when we were in the studio, I was just like, yo, we should record an episode.
Right, and it just happened instantly. She was like, I know what's next. Like, it was like the plan B. Like,
no, it was just like,
I know what we're doing next.
We're gonna go eat.
We're definitely finna go eat.
And then we're gonna go shoot an episode.
So, because this is how we do things. This is what happened at the Ambition Podcast.
Yeah, the Ambition Hour Podcast.
Yes.
So I just want to say thank you. I want to wish you nothing but success as a woman from a woman to another woman. I just wish you nothing but success, and like we're going to be definitely working a lot more closer together now. So I'm very happy about that because I feel like your vibe is just a vibe that I need to have around just myself as well, and I feel like it's just a great addition to the team.
I feel like we're already here, right?
Yeah, like
we've been to each other.
Like it's just like, girl,
you my girl, my sis. Yo, listen, this chick here, she's dope people for sure. Her hobby, dope people for sure.
So I just want to like,
thank you know, for welcoming
and then just keep like
sure.
just put like blessings over you and your kids, and you know, for you to continue to be the woman that you are for them, and to continue to set the example.
Yes.
Not just for your kids, but all the kids in your family, the up and coming generation, so that way we can continue to help, break the cycle that
I agree.
We don't want to, you know, keep plaguing our families, because we all want to have like families that are like on the Forbes list and shit.
Exactly. You want to pull up like, yo, so y'all outside in the Lex or
what
not?
Is it
is the Lamborghini doors open or not? Like, we want to know.
What is it? The no, that bar that
level?
You have, the thick in a mansion.
Yeah.
Bruh, I feel that in my soul. I'm trying to be hella thick.
I want to be in a mansion thick as fuck. Like, lift them doors up, okay?
Pull up. I was about to freestyle, but it might not have worked out.
Y'all gotta check out Juice for that. Yes.
Yeah, y'all gotta check out Juice.
For the rest
That's
of
one of the bars from that.
Yeah, so y'all gotta check out Juice for that whole bar. It's dope, it's hot, it's fire. SoundCloud, y'all. Don't forget. Make sure y'all check me out. Beautiful Detta.
Yeah.
And make sure y'all tune in because we have so much in store.
Yeah, I'm so excited. I just want to say thank you to everybody who tuned into this week's episode, last week's episode. We only have a couple more episodes left of the Ambition Hour podcast for 2018, so I just want to say thank you to everybody who has been listening to since the very first episode. We only have 2 more episodes for 2018, so I'm gonna look. It's crazy because last year this is episode 47, so we only have 3 more episodes until it's episode 50. This has been just a complete dream. I want to say thank you to Hop Girl 50. I'm getting there, man. You know what I'm saying? They didn't want 1 episode.
I'm so proud of her. Like, this is real.
Right? It's crazy because you get to, like, actually experience it. One thing is seeing it on Instagram all the time, and then you get... Because I know that you like a lot of the shit that we post. I see you, girl. I appreciate that. I see you.
I'm like,
yes.
Always. I'm the extra friend, and I told you guys, I'm the one in the bottom with the fire. I'm like, definitely turned.
For sure. With the 3 kids. I just want to say thank you to Hav for being on the audio visual. He came from the studio. He was recording. Everything. He drove us home.
He's like
he did everything.
Guy.
He is Superman. Like he is everything that I need in my life. Yes. Yeah, and like as a brother, we cannot lose him. That's why I'm so nice to him.
Right? Like, baby, you need food. I got you on your way. Okay,
you need to eat.
Nothing.
You good?
Nothing.
You want some water?
I got you.
It's so funny because he hates when I do that shit to him, but I do it from the kindness of my heart. But I just want to say thank you to everybody who watched us on YouTube. If you're listening to us on SoundCloud or Apple Music, Apple Podcasts, I appreciate you. Wherever you're listening to, because apparently the Ambition Hour podcast is now worldwide. So
yes, it is.
I'm feeling myself after I saw those numbers.
Listen, you should be, girl. You've been like putting in work. This is hard work paying off, and this is what I say to people: run after it.
Go
run after your dream. Like go like full fledged. Don't look back.
Yeah, because I feel like there's a bear behind me that is about to eat my shit if I don't keep going.
And you gotta get it.
I gotta get it.
And that's what's up.
This is episode 47. It's your girl Audii 3000. This is the Ambition Hour podcast with the beautiful Detta.
Beautiful Detta in here,
and we out.
Bye. Thank you so much. Bye, guys.